Yep. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school girls softball here on Zaleski Sports. As this afternoon we have for you Rib Lake and Marshfield Columbus. Gave a moment of recognition to a young lady who tragically lost her life in a car accident a little bit ago from Pittsville. Miss Lucy Vanetta, number 5. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Vanetta family at this time. And if you want to donate some financial money to the family, you can go give it to members of the Columbus softball staff and team, and they will make sure it gets to the family. All right, let's look at the starting defensive lineup for the Columbus Dons, head coached by Troy Zimmerman. Akusia Yaboa is in the circle this afternoon. Mateus Schlafke's catching, Maggie Callahan at first, Sam Casperson at second, Sienna Adler at third, Kate Casperson at shortstop, Abby Wojcik in left, Shelby Spada in center, Raya Deringer in right. The DP is Kylie Lingford. I neglected to identify myself. My name is Joe Anderson, bringing you play-by-play this afternoon. Rayella Schuler on production. 30 degrees warmer than it was when we worked together on Saturday. It's in the mid-60s here now versus what it was Saturday for that doubleheader. It was the starting temperature was 33 degrees at that, or 34. And leading off for the Rib Lake Redmen is number 7, Addison Gums, the second baseman. Yaboa in the circle. Just keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that big green blob you see is not anything that we can really deal with. It's the roof over the first base dugout, and it covers first base. We will make sure you know if they're out or not. Base hit up the middle, gets by Spada. Could be extra bases for Gums. And a single and an E8 will put Gums with a leadoff double. We've got quite the peanut gallery up here in addition to Riella and myself. We've got the dynamic duo of Jerry Deringer and Justin Casperson.
You betcha.
Notice we don't give them microphones. And that pitch skips away from Schlafke. Allows Gums to advance to third. This is Talia Scheitauer. Nobody outrun her at third, and Scheitauer the batter. 1-0 count to her. Count even at a ball and a strike. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. Fouled off. 1-2 the count now to Talia Scheitauer. Avery Nemi on deck. Rib Lake comes into this matchup at 5-5 overall, 2-2 in the Marywood North. Phillips leading the Marywood North with a 3-1 record. Athens in second. They've got a good season, 6-2. Rib Lake in third. Chequamegon 4-1, but 1-1 in conference. And Prentice searching for their first victory of the season. They're at 0-7. Other games in the Marywood North, a doubleheader. Flambeau was at Chequamegon, and Edgar is at Prentice tonight in the Marywood North. This game moved up a half an hour start time. Mother Nature threatening again. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. They say that the rain is supposed to get here between 6 and 7. And rain most of the day tomorrow. Columbus scheduled to play at Loyal Greenwood. That game scheduled to be played at Greenwood City Park, but we'll see what Mother Nature has in store for us. Count is full to Talia Scheitower. Gums at third. And I think, so we had an illegal pitch, which is pretty much considered a ball, so Scheitower on now at first. Runners at the corners for Avery Nemi. Yeboah's pitch to the left-hander. Called the ball. Hitting and RBIs is all Josie Scheitower and Tessa Week. They are the big sticks for the Redmen. And that pitch in the dirt, scooped up, snapped back to third. But she's back in time as Talia Scheitower scampers into second. Tessa Week batting cleanup. She's on deck. Nemi with a 2-0 count. Going to move down a little bit so I can see better out of the window. That pitch outside for a ball. 3-1 the count now to Avery Nemi. And walk. Bases loaded, nobody out. Not a good situation to be in for Akusia Yeboah. As big hitter Tessa Week comes up. Tessa with 14 RBIs in the season and hitting .514. Coach Scheitower in the third base box, swing and a miss for strike one. Jerry Deeringer just coming back from Minnesota, almost up around the Canadian border for a rodeo for Sierra, his oldest daughter, or not oldest, his daughter who graduated last year. Raya Deeringer in right field this afternoon. Here's the pitch. Another ball. And Yeboah struggling to find the strike zone consistently. Bases loaded, nobody out. Balls to second. Out at 2. Not at time. And 2 runs are going to come in. So Week will get a fielder's choice. Nemi wiped out at second. And Talia Scheitower and Addison Gums both come in on the play. So it's 2-0 Rib Lake. Yeah, she still is. And this is Josie Scheitower. Two nothing Rib Lake with 1 out. Ground ball out at 2, and that's all it's going to be. Back-to-back fielder's choice. So with 2 away, Josie Scheitower at first. This is Leah Schmelovic. Chmielowic. That's how it's spelled, and it's pronounced Schmelovic. Where's number 6 playing center field? And she hits a fly ball foul down the right field line. Just foul, too. Just a little off the chalk. 1 on, 2 outs, 2 in. Getting the sliding from Coach Scheitower. Schmelovic will check back into the box. Yakusia Yapoa's pitch slapped up the middle, base hit. Spada scoops that one up, so a base hit to Schmelovic. Bats doing a lot of talking here for the Rib Lake Redmen here in the first inning. Kiana Dahlman, the 7th hitter of the inning, comes up, the left fielder. Another left-hander for Coach Scheitauer in the batting order. Sporting the maroon jerseys with the white numbers, black pants, maroon socks. Rib Lake's got a long tradition of very good baseball and softball. Just very good athletics overall. Fouled off on the Columbus Don dugout roof. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Get the tools you trust and the people you depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. And I can speak personally to that. And strike 3 called. Dahlman down on strikes. 2 runs come in for the Redmen here as we head to the bottom of the first. It's 2-0 Rib Lake. You are watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Time, and Whitetail Magic. Rifles, handguns, and shotguns in stock from Springfield, Mossberg, Glock, Ruger, and Savage. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait by the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at bigbeardown.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball. We head to the bottom of the first inning here. Let's look at the defense for Rib Lake. Talia Scheitauer in the circle. Avery Nemi is catching. Tessa Week at first. Addison Gums at second. Lily Butler at third. Josie Scheitauer at shortstop. Kiana Dahlman in left. Leah Schmelovic in center. Kara Kennedy in right. Leading things off for the Dons will be the shortstop, number 9, Kate Casperson. Dons come into this matchup 3-0 in the Eastern Clover Belt and 6-2 overall. And a bunt goes foul. Columbus leading the Clover Belt East 3-0 and 6-2 overall. Gilman in second, the game behind at 2-0. They're 2-3 on the season. Loyal Greenwood in third. Neilsville Granton in fourth. Colby Abbey in fifth. A 3-way play tie for fifth, and that ball hit up the middle for Kate Casperson, so a leadoff single for number 9. Sister Sam will come up to bat, the second baseman, with Shelby Spada on deck. Tad warmer today than it has been. It's still a little chilly yet, but I'll take 60 degrees over 33 any day playing softball. Kate Casperson with a successful steal of second. Count to Sam Casperson is 1-0. Scheitauer gets the signs. The windup and the delivery. High. And Kate Casperson tries to draw a throw. Nemi holds back. Scheitauer will step back in. And here's the pitch. Popped up, playable in the infield. And grabbed by Gums at second, so 1 out. Shelby spotted with Akusia Yaboa on deck. Columbus, the defending Eastern Clover Belt Conference champs, tied with Neilsville last year. The Neilsville-Granton team right now in fourth, and the three-way tie for fifth. Good bunt. And got her out. Good bunt by Spada. Sack bunt moves Kate Casperson to third. 2 away now for Yaboa. And Kate Casperson at third. Yeah, 3 teams at 0-2 in the Eastern Clover Belt. Colby Abbey, Owen Withey, and Spencer. Colby Abbey in search of their first win. They're 0-7. Owen Withey 1-5, and Spencer 2-7, but each of those 3 are 0-2 in the Eastern Clover Belt. Other games going on in the Eastern Clover Belt tonight are Gilman is at Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran, and Bloomer has traveled to Owen Withey. Umpires are going to chat about something. So they confirm the call. So 2 away for Yaboa. And Akusia can help her cause with a base hit here. Wind blowing out this afternoon, left to right on your screen. Pretty brisk wind from the southwest. Scheitauer's pitch. Inside for a ball. Talia on the mound. She's 2-0. She's pitched 17 innings, given up 16 hits, 18 runs, walked 9, and struck out 18. The pitch. Towards the right side, and it's fair ball. And gloved by Tessa Week, and an unassisted putout ends the threat for Columbus. Kate Casperson gets the third, but is stranded here as we got 1 in the books. We head to the top of the second. It's Rib Lake 2, Columbus nothing. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Friends, BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. Shop 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at BigBearDown.com. Felker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student-athletes across Central Wisconsin on your accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Your commitment to succeed is an example for all. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. We're here to support you. Top of the second inning and leading off for the Redmen is Lily Butler, the third baseman. 2 runs came in for the Redmen in the top of the first, and they lead 2-0. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play. Ray Ellis Schuler on production. Yaboa on the circle, in the circle for Columbus. That hit to right field for a base hit. Raya Deringer will scoop it up. So a leadoff single again for the Redmen. Lily Butler this time. Addison Gums led off the game with a single to center field. Kara Kennedy, the batter now, the right fielder. Coach Scheitauer going with a straight 9. No DP, no flex. Number 9 hitter digs in. Yaboa's pitch high for ball 1. The Casperson sisters man the middle of the infield at short and second base. Kennedy awaits. Here's the pitch. Called a strike. Sports Scene in Marshfield is your official fanwear store for player jerseys, hats, autographed memorabilia, and more. Sports Scene up the stairs from World Buffet in the Marshfield Mall. 1-1 the count. Pitch away. Ball 2. Two-one count. Called a strike and stolen base for Butler. Even if the throw had been on, she would have had the base. So Butler in scoring position. The count is 3-1. And Yeboah steps back, resets. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Big swing for Butler, or for Kennedy. Addison Gums on the on-deck circle for Rib Lake. Must have been a strikeout. We missed that. Counting on Jerry Deeringer to keep the scoreboard right. It ain't happening. He's still got truck leg from Minnesota. So strikeout for Kara Kennedy. This is Addison Gums here batting. And Addison a single to center field and scored a run in the top of the first. We're in the top of the second here. Non-conference softball. That pitch high for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. Game time moved up a half an hour to try to dodge the raindrops that are supposed to be coming in the next 24, 36 hours. Bunt attempt goes foul up against the screen. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. 1-2 the count. Bad pitch way up in the screen will allow Butler to advance to third. So Butler now at third. And Akusia Yeboah struggling in the circle tonight. Just has not been able to find that consistency in the strike zone. There's a strike. So another strikeout for Yeboah. That'll bring up Talia Scheitauer. Talia with a walk and scored a run in the first. Swing fouled off. Strike 1. Quality auto body and framework since 1952 from Arts Body Shop. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Arts Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. 0-1 the count. Pitch high for ball 1. Count even, ball and the strike. Leadoff hitter Lily Butler at third. Base hit to right. Stole second. Able to take third on a wild pitch. Yeboah's pitch. Little number. And it's fair. Adler couldn't make the catch. It would have been a tremendous catch, but falls out of her glove. Technically, you have to give her an error. And that'll bring in Lily Butler from third. With 2 outs, Butler was going to go no matter what. One of those backward spinning hits. And stayed in the infield, and Sienna Adler gave her best, but just couldn't squeeze the ball in the glove. And landed, was played in fair territory. Ground ball. It's going to get in the right field. Good throw in by Raya Deeringer. So Nemi with a base hit. And runners at first and second with 2 out. Egg Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact Egg Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Scheitauer at second, Nemi at first, or did they courtesy run her? Okay, we know we have a courtesy runner at first for Avery Nemi, the catcher. This is Tessa Week. Tessa reached on a fielder's choice, but that fielder's choice allowed 2 runs to score. And foul right next to the Rib Lake dugout on the first baseline. Home plate faces northeast. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Gets away from Schlafke. And it was a strikeout, but Schlafke couldn't squeeze it, which allows everybody to move up 60 feet. Week stays alive and reaches on the pass ball. That brings up Josie Scheitauer, and this game can get really opened up really quick with a base hit because runners with 2 outs will be going on contact. Big spot for Josie Scheitauer. And she's leading the team in RBIs with 17. Yeboah winds up, delivers, and hit over our way. Getting pretty close to the Zaleski mobile. It's got enough problems. The suspension is pretty weak and the frame is becoming non-existent. It's got nice glass.
We're looking for a windshield sponsor now.
It's got nice glass. I think the glass replacement would cost more than the car. Bought it in 2005. It's still running. 0-2. Ground ball first base side. Scooped up by Sam Casperson. And Columbus gets out of the very tough inning. They gave up a run. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Rib Lake 3 and Columbus nothing. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to softball here on the Zaleski Sports Network. Joe Anderson here, joined by Rayella Schuler on production. Head to the bottom of the second inning with Columbus trailing Rib Lake 2-0. Pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products all under one roof from all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. Spring has sprung at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The stylists at Blues Hair Studio are ready to help you get the best look for spring. Book your appointment with Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Leading things off in the bottom of the second for Columbus is Mateus Schlafke. Scheitauer, the pitch. Strike call. I'm going to give a shout out to our game day sponsors and give thanks. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Hawkins Ash, Draxler Transport, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rems Funeral Home. Pitch high. Ball and a strike. Scheitower, the pitch. Schlafke right at the shortstop. Josie Scheitower over the first. Tessa Week able to get the squeeze for the out. Gave a shout out to Justin Kasperson last week for always making me feel welcome for Columbus games. Got to do the same thing for Jerry Deeringer. You always make me feel like I'm part of the family when I come over here, so I appreciate that. Thank you, fellas. And a bunt. Played. Safe. And Raya Deeringer, just as I talked about Dad Jerry, Raya lays down an excellent bunt and gets a base hit. I read a write-up of the game last Friday online, and they mistook the H of Raya for an N, so Ryan Deeringer had a great game last Friday night. This is Sienna Adler, the batter. And she hits a ground ball. It's going to find itself to left field for a base hit. So back-to-back hits for the Dons. Ryan Deeringer in scoring position at second. We've got the infield fly rule in effect. For Kylie Lingford, the DP. Abby Wojcik on deck. Scheitower gets the signs. The pitch. Fouled off the plate. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Squares to bunt, misses. She offers. Oh, and 2 count to Lingford. The pitch. She held up. Runners at first and second with nobody, with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch. Off speed outside. Count even at 2. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Good pitch from Talia Scheitower for the second out of the inning. We'll bring up Abby Wojcik. First at bat for Miss Wojcik, the left fielder. Abby, not super tall, presents a very tough strike zone, and she can hit the ball. Thought about it. Held up. Called the ball. Talia Scheitower in her second inning of work for the Redmen. Here's the pitch. Called another ball. Yes, Wojcik presents a tough strike zone. Raya Deeringer with the steal, and she's going to go home. Play at the plate. And Adler's going to end up at third. Off-speed pitch kind of was a little outside. Avery Nemi snagged it. But Raya Deeringer put on the speedy shoes and got the third. They made a play, and it went over into left field. She ended up scoring, and Sienna Adler ended up at third. Count to Wojcik is 3-0. 2 outs, runner at third. Called a strike. Three and 1 to Wojcik, 2 outs. Adler at third. The pitch from Talia Scheitower. Ground ball, third baseman can't grab it. Butler He's going to have a late throw. Second run comes in to tie the game. You got to give it an E5. So no RBI for Miss Wojcik. But that second run comes in with 2 outs, and that brings up the top of the order and Kate Casperson. See what Coach Zimmerman has in mind, if he's going to give her the green light or not. He does. Wojcik is out. Columbus ties the game with 2 here in the bottom of the second. We gets 2 in the bottom of the second to make it 3-2. We head to the top of the third. Rib Lake leading. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some changes going on here. Kusia Yoboa is going to move over to first base. Abby Wojcik will end up in the circle. She moves over. Who do we have? Maggie Callahan in left? Okay, thank you. Maggie Callahan has moved to left. Leading off is Leah Schmelovic for our Rib Lake. Wojcik on the mound for Columbus. The line for Akusia Yoboa. 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks, 3 runs given up, and 1 strikeout. And by the way, that was a Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro, like it never even happened. And good off-speed pitch from Wojcik. Schmelovic now down 1-2 to 1-2 in the count. Ground ball up the middle. Casperson gloves it over to first. Got the out. Nice play, Kate Casperson. Dad Justin says I taught her how to do that. Kiana Dolman. Kiana with a strikeout victim in the first. Bats in the 7th spot. Wojcik dumps that pitch into the dirt. Dahlman steps back in. Wojcik, a freshman, number 14, in relief of Yakusia Yoboa. Two 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Casperson again over to first. E3 puts Dahlman on first. Yeboah, pretty much the first baseman for the first 2 years of her career, and now in the circle, facing Emily Zimmerman, who's an ace pitcher for Columbus. She's graduated and goes to school, I believe, in Iowa State. And Wojcik throws that pitch in the dirt. Stolen base for Dahlman. So Columbus not looking very sharp today, pitching or on defense. Butler, the batter, it's 1-0 with one out. Wojcik, the pitch, swing and a miss, strike two, or strike one, excuse me. One. Wojcik on the plate, winds up, and the pitch high for a ball. Freshman Abby Wojcik in the circle now for Columbus. Maggie Callahan has moved to left. Akusia Yeboah is at first. That pitch inside, called a strike. Last time I saw a game with Columbus here at the fairgrounds, it was about 40 degrees. It's 60, probably around 60 now, but ooh, I just got a rain alert. 5:28, it's supposed to start raining here, and it is 5:19. Butler, 3-2 count to her. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, walked her. Runners at first and second, with nobody out here in the top of the third. Stern Weiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield is now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work for the hometown team at Stern Weiss & Sons. If it's time for you to make a change, apply today at the Wren Road Ready Mix location. Stern Weiss & Sons of Marshfield. Squares to bunt, good bunt. Scooped up by Wojcik over to first. And a good... and beats it out. We couldn't really see what was going on. It was a bunt fielded by Wojcik, but not in time to get the runners. Kennedy. So you got Kiana Dahlman at third. Another bunt. And just as I start to talk, Addison Gums with a sack bunt RBI.
I didn't know there's who else. Where did I miss that second one?
I think that bunt was out because I think I saw her going to the dugout.
Oh, no kidding. So she was out. Okay, I missed that.
Well, long story short, Rib Lake brings in a run here in the top of the third, and they lead 4-2.
Or is it 3-2 yet?
It's 4-2. Didn't that run score?
No, there's a force. And the bunt was out earlier, which we didn't see it.
Oh, okay, all right. Tell you what, we're going to go to commercial. We'll head back and get it all figured out. You're watching high school softball with Zalski Sports.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Okay, friends, long story short, there was no runs were scored in the top of the third. It's hard to see the plays at first because of the roof, and we're kind of assuming. Needless to say, no runs in the top of the third for Rib Lake. It remains 3-2. Okay.
Yes.
Through the wickets of Josie Scheitower. And Kate Casperson in the bottom of the third will reach first base on an error. Weather Channel says it's supposed to start raining here in the next 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. Popped up, playable in the infield, and the catch is made by the first baseman. Good catch by Tessa Week at first. Shelby spotted the batter. Shelby sack bunt in the first inning with one away, and Kate Casperson at first. Spot a ground ball right at the shortstop. Could be two. Out at second. Not in time to get that second out, so Spada will reach on a fielder's choice. And Sam Casperson is, or pardon me, Kate Casperson is thrown out 6-4 for the second out. That's why you do scorebooks in pencil, friends. Yaboa, the batter, in the steal. Calls her safe. That was a unique. That was a unique slide and sneak the hand in. So Shelby Spada steals second. I don't think Shelby has any time to goof off when she's not playing softball. She's on the traveling team playing volleyball. Yaboa watches that pitch go away. Spada's going to. Now we got to wait and see. We have a delayed dead ball indication by the umpire. Spada advanced to third on the misplay at the plate. She ran into Lily Butler, the third baseman. Now and Spada came in to score. Now the question is, did the third baseman obstruct her path, Spada's path to advance, or did Spada interfere with the third baseman? Was she in the base path or not? Because the third baseman can't be on the bag to block the runner from advancing if she doesn't have the ball, and she did not have the ball. So Coach Scheitower is out talking with the officials. They're going to confirm and see what's going on before we do anything else. We'll wait here and see what the decision is. This is one of the tough things about softball and baseball, interference or obstruction. All right, so here's the deal. Here's what happened, friends. Shelby Spada advanced from second to third on the pass ball. She was obstructed by the third baseman, and they ran in and fell down. Spada got back up and tried to score at home and ran into Avery Nemi. You can't just run into somebody like, remember they used to do in Major League Baseball. They could just smoke the catcher. You can't do that. So Spada was called out on malicious contact at home. That's how the inning's going to end. We head to the top of the fourth inning. 3-2 Rib Lake. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Grey Dog X throwing is now open in Marshfield. It's fun for all ages, 8 and older, so bring the whole family. Join a league or plan a party. Book your awesome experience today. Visit thegreydogx.com or find them on Facebook for more information. To further up on what happened to end the bottom of the third inning, Shelby Spada took third base on the pass ball, ran into the third baseman. That was obstruction. She got back up, ran home, but made contact, malicious contact with Avery Nemi, the catcher for Rib Lake. She was declared out, and also Miss Spada has been ejected from the game for the malicious contact. Maddie Kraus now has moved to center field. All right, let's see who's batting here for. Let's see, I gotta. What's the number here, gang? 2? Number 2 is batting. So Talia Scheitauer batting. Scheitauer in the top of the fourth, a walk and reached on an error. Maddie Kraus now in center, Maggie Callahan in left, and Raya Deeringer in right. Hey, get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Don't forget our friends from Express Employment that you can find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. With locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield, no matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time. Find your next employer at expresspros.com. And that was a ServPro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never even happened. So a strikeout for Wolchek here in the top of the fourth. One away brings up Avery Nemi. By the way, Jamie Wenzel, if you're watching tonight, I'm still waiting for my cap. Saw Jamie in I think in one of the area stores several months ago, and he said hi to me. He said, I got to give you one of my caps, too, and I've been waiting for that. Add to my collection. So, Jamie, don't forget my cap. 1-1 count to Avery Nemi. Strike called, 1-2 now. Wolchek in her second inning of work here for the Dons. According to the Weather Channel, we should be starting to dodge some raindrops here pretty soon. Well, pop-up's going to drop in front of Callahan and left, so a base hit for Avery Nemi. 2 for 2 and a walk for Miss Nemi. No scoring since the second inning for Rib Lake. Tessa Week, the batter. Fielder's choice in the strikeout, but reached on an error on a pass ball by Schlafke. And Wolchek bounces that. That'll allow Nemi to easily take second. So the wild pitch from Wolchek. Big spot for the freshman to be in the circle. The pitch. Slapped right at Casperson. That's short. She knocks it down. Gets the throw over to first, but it's awry. And they're going to hold the runner at third. As Yeboah couldn't squeeze the ball. Throw was low from Kate Casperson, but playable. You got runners at the corners with one out when Josie Scheitauer steps into the batter's box. Scheitauer, fielder's choice and a ground out. So 0 for 2. Pitch high and away for ball 1. To say the least, Columbus pitching has struggled today. And I guess I know the score is 3-2, but they have dodged some bullets. Wojcik winds, delivers. Good scoop by Schlafke behind the dish. Abby Wojcik, the pitch. Popped up against the screen. That's going to be over the screen, out of play. Zaleski Mobile is safe because it hit around the commons. I got another car like that, too, that's still in the shop since 2021. It'll hopefully get fixed soon. They always keep telling me, next week.
Here's waiting to get paid.
They kind of had it fixed, but the timing chain jumped. So now they got to figure out to get to it. You got to, it's like being an Explorer. So hopefully the other car will, that's a Taurus. That's a 2009. So I'm moving up in years. The Zaleski Mobile currently is a 2005 Ford 500. Scheitauer with a 2-1 count on her. Wojcik, the pitch. Slap to base hit to center field. That'll score 1. So an RBI single for Josie Scheitauer makes it 4-2.
Someone on second and someone on first?
Yeah.
First and second. So runners at first and second brings up Leah Schmelovic. Schmelovic with a single and a ground out. Got the pronunciation from the coach, too. Kind of an interesting spelling of her last name, but he told me it was pronounced Schmelovic. This young lady's had a good game today. The center fielder, she's made some good plays and 1 for 2 at in the batter's box. Only one out, and runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Call the ball. Kiana Dahlman warm in the on deck. And taking all the way. Schmelovic makes it 3-1. Abby Wojcik. The windup, her pitch. Popped up, playable. And Kate Casperson makes the catch for out number 2. 2 away, 2 on brings up Kiana Dahlman. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Or was it fouled off? I think it was fouled off. Might have got a piece of Matea Schlafke behind the dish. That is the case. So count is 0-1 to Dahlman. Dahlman 0 for 2. Strikeout and reached on an error. Fouls that one down the third baseline. Coach Scheitauer tries to track it down. Skitters away from him, so Kate Casperson does the honors. Outfield straight away. Ground ball. Sam Casperson knocks it down, can't make the play. Now you got bases loaded. With 2 outs. I got a correction on the outfield. Maddie Krause is in right. Raya Deeringer has moved to right. Raya Deeringer has moved to center. Maddie Krause is in right. And that pitch gets by Slavky, but not enough for Week to come in. You want to run yourself out of the inning. Big spot here for the Rib Lake Redmen. If they can get a base hit, 2 runs are going to come in. Defensively, let's see what Columbus does. Fly ball, center field. Deeringer can't make the catch. It would have been a tough one. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And an 2 RBI single for Lily Butler. Brings in Tessa Week and Josie Scheitauer. Second and third runs of the inning. And on 2 outs, Dahlman ends up at third. Lily Butler at first. 2 RBI single for Miss Butler. And this is Kara Kennedy. Strikeout and a single. 1 for 2. The pitch. Call the ball. And Butler will take second. That is a notorious play for the Rib Lake teams. I see that they do that for both baseball and softball, that double steal. Double delay steal when you got runners at the corners. Send the runner from first, see if they make a play. If not, if they do, then you send the runner from third. 1-0 the count to Kennedy. She pops it into the screen. Count even at a ball and a strike. Clouds getting darker to the west, to our left. See if they hold off long enough so we can get this matchup completed. 1-1 to Kennedy, the pitch. Make it 2-1. Wolchik in her second inning of work for the Dons. She's given up 3 runs. All here in the 4th inning with 2 outs. 3-1 the count to the number 9 hitter, Kara Kennedy. No place to put her. And did get a walk and an RBI for Miss Kennedy. As Kiana Dahlman will come to the plate and score the 4th run of the inning. Lily Butler moves up to second, pardon me. Addison Gums the batter. Kara Kennedy at second. Lily Butler at third with 2 outs. Addison Gums pops it up. And Sam Casperson says that's enough of that and gets the out. 4 runs come in for the Redmen here in the top of the 4th. They increase their lead to 6-2. Head to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
2023 was a year of change, innovation, building something new, and teamwork. The H&S legacy is evolving, and we're carrying it forward. designing equipment that helps farmers get the job done. Looking ahead to the future of farming while staying true to the values that have brought us this far and made us who we are today. H&S. Strong heritage, strong people, stronger future.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
I did know. Oh, I didn't know.
See, there you go.
We have Sunday, a tournament, and then on Sunday morning we play poker.
See, wasn't far off.
But
Supposed
Sunday
to be
morning,
here.
Sunday
Yeah, I know.
morning, not Monday evening poker.
We're a little late, that's all.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning is Gakusia Yaboa. One pitch hit right at the shortstop. Josie Scheitauer over to first for the first out. Matea Schlafke, the batter. Went down to Pleasant Hill Farm yesterday and did some work. Cleaned up the garage so you could actually kind of walk around in there. I kind of did a lot of different projects and kind of left a mess, so I picked up some stuff. And those darn critters, gosh darn it. I got rid of the uninvited visitors that were sneaking in the basement. Now they somehow got into the siding on the second floor. Had to cover that hole up. And Schlafke So Matea reaches on an error and ends up at second base, does Matea Schlafke. And this is Ryan Deeringer. 1 for 1 with a run scored in the second. Yeah, the critters, they got underneath the wood siding and chewed a few little holes about the size of a grapefruit. So guess who got to go up on the roof, and it was right in a bad spot too. I nailed a patch up for right now. Have to do some more evicting, I guess. Deeringer with a bunt's going to go foul. 1-2 the count. Out of travails of Pleasant Hill Farm. We'll get it taken care of. Got roofing to do, and again, anybody wants to help me finish raising the chicken house, it's got it half down, but got to get the other half taken apart. So if you're not busy on a weekend, got plenty of crowbars and hammers, so I can give you pop and hot dogs and burgers and some chips. Payment not going to happen. We're on a budget. Smoked varmint. No, well, I could have there for a couple years ago. I had several little varmints. They sadly died of lead poisoning. Full count to Deeringer. And drew the walk. Runners at first and second with one out. Sienna Adler, 1 for 1. Scored the second run of the game for the Dons. Again, the non-conference softball match here between Rib Lake and Marshfield Columbus. Joe Anderson here with play-by-play. Riella Schuler on production. And a swing and a miss for Adler. Had some interesting plays. We've had an ejection. Shelby Spada ejected from the contest. I believe she'll have to sit the next game out. Little foul ball down the third base line. I think, when in doubt, consult the manual, the WIAA. I'd have to look. She made what was called malicious contact with the catcher in the third inning. Maddie Krause replaced her in the outfield. 1-2 count. That pitch way out of the strike zone. 2-2. Well, it said that it was supposed to have rain at 5:28, and it's 5:48, and it's still not raining. We're got our fingers crossed. I think she might have a little schmutz in her eye. Pretty good wind blowing. That is still pretty good. Not like it has been the last few days where it's really been blowing. Popped it up foul, third baseline. Caught! Good catch by Lily Butler. Two down brings up Kylie Lingford. And Miss Lingford is a strikeout victim in the second. Speaking of wind, man, I went down to Pleasant Hill Farm, all sorts of trees blowing down. Branches, got to take care of those. There was one tree that had broken off and was leaning on another one in the backyard, and it's gone. I don't know what happened to it. It's just disappeared. I think one of my neighbors might have kind of assisted with that, but that's all right. I might have told them they could take it, but I looked and went, oh, the tree's gone. 1-1 count to Lingford with 2 outs. Scooped up by Scheitauer and got the out. Good play by Miss Scheitauer. No runs here in the bottom of the fourth for Columbus. We head to the fifth. 6-2 Rib Lake. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball. We are in the top of the fifth inning. Redmond due up. Talia Scheitauer, Avery Nemi, and Tessa Week. The Redmond batted around in the fourth and scored 4 off of Abby Wojcik in relief of Akusia Yaboa in the circle. We get this game in, get this inning completed, it'll be a complete game, or as far as it will be an official game, that is. Again, some defensive changes since Miss Spada was ejected from the contest. Raya Deeringer has moved from right field into center. Maddie Krause is in right field. Maggie Callahan is in left. Akusia Yaboa at first. Talia Scheitauer will step in here in the top of the 5th. Miss Scheitauer with a walk, reached on an error, and struck out. 0 for 2, and scored the second run in the first inning for the Redmen. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 4 in the fourth. We're in the 5th here now, top of the 5th. Joe Anderson here, joined by WIAA Schuler and production, bringing you this afternoon's contest. Gave a shout out to Miss Lucy Vanata, who passed away in a car accident recently from Pittsville High School. Columbus softball, to honor Miss Vanata from Pittsville, is going to be passing out purple ribbons and collecting donations to the family. They suggest a $5 donation, $5 for number 5. And a throwing error puts Talia on first base. Avery Nemi, the batter, with one on, nobody out. A walk, a single, and a run scored in the 4th. She squares the bunt, but that pitch over her head. Oh, Mrs. Deringer's in the house. We got to behave. Just got a report that it's starting to rain and the temperature is dropping. They're talking about highs tomorrow in the 30s and 40s again. Brr. Oh, there's a fly ball to right. It's going to get in the gap, go up against the fence. So Avery Nemi with a double. So was there a steal attempt and throw out, or what's the deal? Or was she out at first? Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's kind of hard to pick things up here with that roof in the way. Ground ball past third base. Good hit for Tessa Week. And Week's going to advance to second. What had happened is Talia Scheitauer reached on an error and was thrown out trying to steal. Avery Nemi with a double. Tessa Week with a single. But she moves up to second base. Nemi at third. Week at second. Josie Scheitauer, the batter. Fielder's choice, ground out, and a single RBI single in the 4th. And that pitch from Wojcik goes in the dirt. Schlafke can't scoop it, but tracks it down quick enough. So Nemi cannot advance. 2-0, 1-0 count to Scheitauer. And the wind definitely starting to pick up now and the rain coming in. Chopper, Wojcik will glove it, go to first, get the out. Throw back to third, and she's in there in time. 2 outs. Leah Schmelovic, the batter. Leah on the afternoon, a single, a ground out, and a pop-up. 1 for 3. And I think we have a courtesy runner coming in. It's going to be number 9, and that's going to be Madeline Dahlman. Dahlman now at third for Rib Lake. And Schmelovic swings and misses at strike 1. Supposed to start raining here heavily tonight. Columbus scheduled to play in Greenwood tomorrow against Loyal Greenwood. We'll see what the weather brings. Oh, good snag by Wojcik, and she gets out of the inning. So back-to-back groundouts to the pitcher puts the threat out from Rib Lake. We head to the bottom of the fifth. 6-2 Rib Lake over Columbus. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talented expertise of a big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontics and orthodontics, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for your family. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our communities and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, broadcast of high school softball. 6-2 Rib Lake over Columbus. Joe Anderson here on play-by-play. Ray Ellis Schuler on production. Raining here now. Wind has picked up. Abby Wojcik will lead things off for the Dons here in the bottom of the fifth. Abby 0 for 1, reached on an error in the second. Oh, boy. Mrs. Deeringer just showed me the rankings for rodeo. And Sierra Deeringer, who graduated last year, she's in first. And her sister Raya, playing center field today, is third in nationals. That's pretty cool. I admire anybody who can ride a horse. I've said this many times. I've ridden a horse 3 times. Fell off the first 2 times. Stayed on the third time. Was scared to death. Give me a horse with 2 wheels. That's what I like to ride. Motorcycle. 3-0 count for Abby Wojcik here. Talia Scheitauer's pitched a very good game today. Has only walked 1. No strikeouts, but defense has come up big for her. And a walk to Wojcik to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. That will bring up Kate Casperson. Kate with a single and reached on an error. Casperson batting from the right side, the shortstop, number 9. Reaches out and base hit. Scooped up by the left fielder, Kiana Dahlman. So a walk and a single put runners at first and second for the Dons, and a big spot for Sam Casperson. Sam 0 for 2. She's popped up to the second baseman and the first baseman. She squares the bunt, pulls it back, called a strike. Wojcik is steal a misplayed by the third baseman. Play at the plate. And the speedy Wojcik comes in. Makes it 6-3. Kate Casperson moves up 60 feet. Throwing error on Avery Nemi. And now Sam can drive in Sister Kate. 6-3. Call the ball. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. The windup and the pitch, squared the bunt, missed it. They try to make a play at third. Kate Casperson not wanting to run out of the inning. Don't want to run into an out, so she bluffs the run and then goes back to second. Good snag by Josie Scheitauer at short. It was scooted away from Lily Butler. Coach Zimmerman asking the umpire, home plate umpire, what's going on. Getting a clarification. So make sure the count is correct by everybody. It's 2-1. Two and 1 to count. Sam Casperson, the pitch. 2-2. Double O, looking for a hit here. First of the game. Sister Sam at second. Maddie Krause on deck. The windup in the pitch. Outside for a ball. Full count now. One of the nice things I like about Columbus is that they have, when they wear their sweatshirts, when it's getting cold, they have their name and number on the back. Makes it easier for us to figure out what's going on. The payoff pitch high for a ball. Walked her. Infield fly rule in effect. It's base runners at first and second in the big spot for Maddie Krause. Maddie, a freshman playing in place of Shelby Spada, who was ejected from the game in the third. Krause batting from the left side. Scheitauer, the pitch. One run in here in the bottom of the fifth. Scheitauer has walked two and given up a base hit here in the bottom of the fifth. Krause behind in the count, 0-1. Rain starting to pick up. Krause hits it right back to the pitcher. She'll get the out at first. So Maddie Krause out 1-3 for the first out. And the rain really picking up now. Dripping off the head of Mike Lambrecht, the principal, as he's walking across the way. He's going to get underneath the roof. I can't talk smart either. I'm follically challenged as well. Akusia Yaboa, the batter. Akusia, ground out. 0 for 2 and takes strike one. If this inning is completed, the game can be an official game. Just like that, the wind has kind of died down. The rain has kind of died down. The ball scoots into the dirt. Nemi scoops it up. Kate Casperson has now moved to third. Sam Casperson at second with one away. Tying run at the plate in Yaboa. Here's the pitch. Yaboa chopper right at the shortstop. Scheitauer knocks it down. Got the out. Got the run in, though. Kate Casperson comes in. As Yaboa grounds out. Sam Casperson moves to third. Scheitauer knocked that ball down, took a funky bounce and bounced up and hit her right in that face mask. That's why you see so many of them now, especially for girls softball. That pitch in the dirt. This should be Matea Schlafke, and it is. Matea on the afternoon, 0 for 2. Ground out, reached on an error. 2 runs in here in the bottom of the fifth have made it 6-4. Schlafke, the tying run at the plate with 2 away. Rain coming down, wind pretty brisk. The pitch. Right at the pitcher for the third out. Don scored 2 here in the bottom of the 5th to make it 6-4. We head to the top of the 6th. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Rain continues to come down here at the fairgrounds here in Marshfield. Talking things over with the umpires. Got a kind of a judgment call. I've umpired rainy games. And it gets to the point where it gets unsafe for the players. They're going to suspend it. Right now, if the game is called, it would be official, as we've gotten 5 in the books. Rain's starting to come down pretty good now. Maggie Callahan has moved to right. And they put Maddie Kraus in left. Raya Deeringer is in center. I think since Miss Spada was ejected, she will miss tomorrow's game, or she'll miss the next game on the schedule. I think she has to by rule. Coach Scheitauer talking with some of the Columbus coaches. This is Kiana Dahlman, the batter for Rib Lake. Strike 1. It was an interesting play as Shelby Spada was at second. Ball skipped past the catcher. She advanced the third, and as she was advancing the third, she ran into the third baseman. Got up and kept running as they tried to make a play on her at third. She ran into the catcher, didn't slide, and was called out for malicious contact and ejected. So it was an interesting third inning for both sides of the diamond. Dahlman's still alive. It's 1-2. Fouls that one off. The pitch from Wojcik. Called a strike. And that was a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. So strikeout for Abby Wojcik. That is the second strikeout for Miss Abby. Top of the 6th, Rib Lake leading 6-4. Number 8 hitter Lily Butler at bat. Lily a single, a walk, and a single. So 2 for 2 and 2 RBI for number 1. Well, the weather isn't supposed to get any better the rest of the week. They're talking about rain tonight and into tomorrow. Temperature's going to drop again. It might be halfway decent Thursday, but then Friday and Saturday are dreary and rainy. Welcome to April in Wisconsin. And wind blowing right in the defense's face. Wojcik's pitch is in the dirt. WIAA and I have gone through kind of the gamut of weather here the last week. We didn't have rain Saturday. We had cold and wind. Now we've got rain. Fair ball, scooped up by Wojcik over to first. Got her out. Second out. Wojcik to Yaboa. So 2 away brings up the number 9 hitter in Kara Kennedy. And Kara in the afternoon, strikeout, single, and a walk. And that walk was an RBI. That pitch in the dirt. And at this point in time, with the wind starting to pick up and the temperature dropping and the rain, it's going to be tough to have any sort of consistency in pitching. Wojcik winds up and delivers. Called a strike. 2 out, bases empty for Kara Kennedy, and she's got a 1-1 count on her. The pitch in the dirt. 2-1. Two and 1 count to Kara Kennedy with 2 away. And she fouls that one back, make it 2-2. Columbus with games on Tuesday and Thursday. We'll see if they get them played. Tomorrow they are scheduled to be at Greenwood and take on Loyal Greenwood, the Wolves, as they're now called. Another foul back. Bad enough it being cold, but wet and soggy and cold is not any fun either. Now they've moved Maddie Kraus back to right and Maggie Callahan back to left. Two and 2. Wojcik, the windup, the pitch. Popped up foul again. Kara Kennedy hanging tough here. Two and 2 count. The pitch. Slapped foul down the first baseline. Rib Lake, a member of the Marywood North, find themselves in 3rd place in the conference at 2-2. Phillips leading the way at 3-1. That pesky Athens bunch in 2nd, 2-0. Some of the rankings here, if we get a chance to talk about them. If this at-bat continues. Count is full. D5 coaches ranking. Stevens Point Pacelli ranked number 1 in D5. They're 7-0. Thorpe ranked 6th. My old stomping grounds Highland ranked 7th. Hillsborough ranked 9th. Ground ball. Casperson at short. Can't glove it. So Kennedy will reach on an error. And finishing up the top teams in rankings, Assumption now ranked 10th. They were ranked 3rd last week, but the new coaches poll came out. They are now ranked in the 10 spot. They've dropped 7 spots in a week. And this is Addison Gums, the batter, and Addison, the single, strikeout, a ground out, and a pop-up. So 1 for 2, 3, 4. 1 for 4. This is our 5th at bat. Wojcik, the pitch, in the dirt. D1 coaches poll. Area teams, Spash ranked 5th at 5-0, and Chippewa Falls ranks 6th. D2, the area team, Mosinee ranked 3rd. They are 11-0 on the season. No D3 teams in the with area teams ranked, and D4, Fall Creek ranks 2nd at 7-1. Stratford ranks 6th. They're 6-2. Chippewa Falls McDonald ranks 7th. 4-0, and Blair Taylor ranked 9th. Those are all in D4. And that pitch called a strike. Kennedy at first. Count is 3-1. Ball 4. 2 Gums, and she'll reach with 2 away. It's always trying the hardest to get that 3rd out.
I think it was the other way around. They ejected the wrong person.
3rd walk given up by Abby Wilczek in her work today. She came in the top of the 3rd inning. And this is Talia Scheitauer. Ground ball. Spada will get the force out at 3rd. No!
What? That's a force.
She must have pulled her foot, or they're gonna talk again. That's the only really thing that the home plate umpire can do. Obstruction, or she didn't. She's got to give her a path to the base. That's the rule. You can't block the base until you have the ball. So they called her out. So Talia Scheitauer reaches on a fielder's choice. Kara Kennedy is forced out at 3rd. All right, no runs here in the top of the 6th for Rib Lake. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 6-4. Redmen over the Dons. You're watching high school softball on Selesky Sports.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 15 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now at 715-384-8118. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, Mac and Cheese, Sweet Chili Chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has roasted chicken, fish, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Dons trailing the Redmen 6-4. Raya Deeringer will lead things off for the Dons here. Raya in the afternoon, a single, a walk, 1 for 1, and scored the first run of the ball game for the Dons in the 2nd. Sienna Adler on deck for Columbus. Rain has lightened up. The wind has lightened up. Deeringer ahead in the count 2-0. This is the 6th inning of work for Talia Scheitauer. Miss Scheitauer in the afternoon has walked 2 and struck out 1. Giving up 4 hits. And that's a walk to leadoff batter Raya Deeringer here in the bottom of the 6th. Sienna Adler, 1 for 2. Scored the second of the 4 runs for the Dons this afternoon. Wind dripping off the eaves here at the press box at the fairgrounds. Play on the northwest diamond. Snap throw back to first. She's back in time. Is Raya Deeringer. Mom doesn't know, but I saw the write-up of the game from Friday, and they mistook the H for an N. So Ryan Deeringer had a good game Friday. I read it. I kept thinking, there's something wrong. Oh, now I get it. What are you going to do? 2-1 to Adler. She holds up. Off speed pitch. Called high for ball 3. I got a song for that in a minute. Off speed pitch called for a strike. 3-2. Full count. Adler walked. And Coach Scheitauer not pleased with that call. So back-to-back walks given up by Talia Scheitauer. So someone in the stands expresses their opinion. Tell you, being behind the plate is not an easy job. Kylie Lingford, the batter, 0 for 2. A strikeout and a ground out for Miss Lingford. We are in need of umpires. I've been an umpire since 1987, not 1942. I'm not that old. Good bunt. Could be trouble. And got her out. So the sack bunt for Lingford. Will advance Adler and Deeringer to second and third, respectively. And then dangerous hitting Abby Wojcik. Reached on an error and walked. Raya's mother said they call her Peaches at home. An old Barber Sharper song here in a second. Pitch high. Peaches here and peaches there, peaches every. I want to tell you that everything is peaches down in Georgia. Now when Raya watches this tomorrow or tonight, she'll go, "Oh, Mom." She squares the bunt, pulls it back in time. Three and 0 to Wojcik. 1 out, runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. 3 walks in the inning. Have loaded the bases. In the top of the order, and Kate Casperson, a big spot. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at third. And Casperson, the batter. That's Kate Casperson. 1 away. And that pitch down and in for ball 1. I would think if I were Coach Zimmerman, I would be telling my players, unless that pitch is right down Broadway, take it. Bless you. Scheitauer, the pitch. Popped up. And it's going to just fall out of play. Lily Butler gave chase, ran out of real estate. 1-1 count. You got to be kind of careful now. I've done these games in the rain where you got to keep a ball dry. No fooling. We did a baseball game in Greenwood. Colby and Greenwood probably about 15, 20 years ago, and they had a sack of feed. Full of feed in the dugout, and they would put the wet baseballs in the feed sack. And popped out to Josie Scheitauer. What a play by Scheitauer to get the out. Big out for Rib Lake. Sam Casperson, the batter now. Sam 0 for 2 with a walk. And she hits a little fly ball. And an excellent defensive play made by Addison Gums to put out the threat. Dons threaten but do not score. We head to the top of the 7th. 6-4 Rib Lake. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball. We head to the top of the 7th, and Rib Lake leading 6-4 over Marshfield Columbus. We paid tribute to Miss Lucy Vanetta, a softball player from Pittsville who tragically was killed in an auto accident a little over a week and a half ago. And the Columbus Dons collected $400 from donations tonight to give to her family. So we give a way to honor number 5 and the late Lucy Vanetta. Top of the 7th, leading off here for the Redmen is Avery Nemi. Avery, walk, single, double. And Abby Wojcik has pitched 5 innings. This is her 5th. Struck out 2 so far. And walk 2. Giving up 6 hits. And 3 runs. 2-2 the count to Nemi. Who chased a high cheese. That was a Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro, like it never even happened. 1 away brings up Tessa Week. Tessa, fielder's choice. Strikeout, reached on an error. And reached on an error in a single. So 1 for 4. And a run scored in the fourth. Fouls that one back to make it even at 1-1. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be doing the Masonville Dairy postgame show up here in the booth. I think we're going to let these girls get packed up and get dry and get in the bus or get on their way home. Do a wrap up here in the booth and call it a night. 1-2 count to Tessa Week. And a base hit for Week into center field. Rye Deeringer will track it down. Josie Scheitauer, the shortstop, who's had some pretty good defensive plays today, will step in. Miss Scheitauer, fielder's choice, ground out, single, and another ground out. So 1 for 4, and scored the third of 4 runs in the fourth inning for Rib Lake. Abby Wojcik gets the sign, steps on the pitcher's plate. Wind up in the pitch. High for a ball. Tessa Week at first with 1 out. The pitch. Hit the pass the second. Tracked down by Sam Casperson, but an infield hit. So back-to-back hits after the striking out the leadoff hitter here in the 7th. We'll bring up Leah Schmelovic. And Lee on the afternoon, a single. 2 ground outs and a pop-up. And that ball gets past Schlafke, so the runners move up 60 feet. That pitcher's plate used to be at 40 feet. Now, several years ago, they moved it to 43. It's still pretty doggone close. I mean, people don't realize even in baseball, it's 60 feet, 6 inches from the pitcher's plate to the home plate. You got to be quick on your feet. 2-0 count to Schmelovic. Kiana Dahlman on deck for the Redmen. Fly ball right field. Fair. That's going to be a double. 2 RBIs for Schmelovic. Just inside the chalk. Two in with 1 out. Brings up Kiana Dahlman, and Kiana in the afternoon. Strikeout, reached on an error, and scored a run. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the fourth, and now 2 here in the 7th for Rib Lake. This brings up Kiana Dahlman. Kiana strikeout, reached on an error, struck out. 0 for 4. I don't know what's up with the Rib Lake bus, but maybe they're going to come around the other side. You can't leave them. They're driving out of the parking lot right now. As long as he doesn't run into the Zaleski mobile, we're good. Oh, he's turning left. Maybe he's going down to Hardee's to get a burger. I don't know. Or chips. Let's see. And a walk to Dahlman. And the inning continues for Rib Lake. Lily Butler. Ah, that's right. The Rib Lake boys played baseball against Columbus tonight. That's where he's going, I bet, 10-1. One 1-0 count to Lily Butler. Lily in the afternoon. A single, a walk, a single, and a ground out. Pops that one up. Schlafke can't get to it. Tell you, Columbus had bases loaded with one out in the bottom of the 6th and couldn't scratch a run over. So they had their shot. Maybe they've got one more in the 7th. One out. Runners at first and second. Butler awaits the pitch from Wojcik. Here it is. Call the strike. Is Sierra watching, by the way? Oh. That pitch in the dirt. Nobody advances. Two and two. The pitch. Ground ball. First base side. Scooped up by Casperson over to first. Got the out. But Schmelovic and Dahlman move up 60 feet. 2 away. Seventh batter of the inning in Kara Kennedy. Kara looking for her first hit of the game. Strikeout. Oh, no, pardon me. She does have a hit. My bad. Single in the 2nd. Walk. Reached on an error. So 1 for 3 is Miss Kennedy. Pitch from Wojcik. Called high for a ball. Don't forget the Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those cheese curds in Marshfield, Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Popped up. Playable. And it's going to go foul. So a little miscommunication between Wojcik and Schlafke. It was one of those no man's land balls, you know, who's going to get it? You also had Sienna Adler coming in. And it bounced in fair, but then rolled out of play. 2-1 to count to Kennedy. And ground ball through the hole at short. So an RBI single for Kara Kennedy. Drives in Schmelovic for the 3rd run of the inning for Rib Lake. They seem to score several of their runs here in the later innings with 2 out. Top of the order now, and Addie Gums. Addison with a single, a strikeout, a ground out, and a pop-up, and a walk. So she's had a busy day at the plate. 5th inning of work for Abby Wojcik. That pitch high. And Kara Kennedy will advance to second on defensive indifference. So they're going to do an intentional walk here to Addie Gums to load the bases. Now you got to play at any base. 9th batter of the inning. Second time Rib Lake has done that. They did it in the 4th. And they got to force it home, and that'll do it. As Scheitauer gets a fielder's choice. And that'll end the inning. 3 runs here in the top of the 7th and makes the lead 9-4 for Rib Lake. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Need a new mattress? Mall Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on 2-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Abby Wojcik in her 5 innings of work, 10 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 6 runs allowed. And we've got several changes here, I believe, coming up. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, I've got scheduled up Maddie Kraus to bat. Who is this? Is this Ashley Weiler now batting? Thank you very much. Pinch hitting here in the bottom of the 7th. Columbus trailing by 5. Seventh inning of work for Talia Scheitauer. Has yet to strike a batter out today. Has only walked 5, that is, and popped her out. 1 up, 1 down. Akusa Yaboa steps in the bat. Yaboa, ground ball scooped up by the shortstop. 2 up, 2 down is Josie Scheitauer with the throw. 2 up, 2 down. And this is Matea Schlafke. And Matea on the afternoon. Ground out, reached on an error, and ground out. So 0 for 3. Schlafke back against the fence. Just short of a home run. Big fly for Matea Schlafke. Missed a home run by about 3 feet. Good hit for the senior. Holy smokes. A little bit more emphasis and she would have had that over the fence. So a 2-out double for Matea Schlafke brings up Raya Deeringer. Called a strike. Raya in the afternoon, a single and 2 walks. so far for Scheitauer in the circle. Having up 5 hits, walked 4, no strikeouts. Pitch high to Rye Deringer. 3-1 the count. A 2-out double by Mateus Schlafke. Swing and a miss. She's not out yet. If you were out, the game would be over, miss. 3-1 count, or 3-2 count now. Here's the pitch from Scheitauer. The windup and the delivery. And the strikeout ends the game. Her first strikeout of the game for Talia Scheitauer puts an end to it. As the Rib Lake Redmen come off with the 9-4 victory. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Well, the Rib Lake team came in today and picked up the 9-4 victory over Marshfield Columbus. Let's take a quick look at the stats and send you on your way. Pitching for Columbus, Akusia Yaboa started, pitched 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, and gave up 3 runs. Abby Wojcik came in the third, pitched 5 innings, 10 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 6 runs were scored on Abby. Let's look at the batting for Columbus. Kate Casperson 2 for 4. Mateus Schlafke 1 for 4. And that was about the highlights of the hitting for Marshfield Columbus as the Talia Scheitauer really shut down the bats of the Dons. Let's look at Scheitauer's pitching line quickly. 7 innings, 5 hits, 4 walks, 1 strikeout to end the game, and 4 runs allowed. Batting for the Rib Lake Redmen, Addison Gums 1 for 4. Avery Nemi went 3 for 4. 2 for 5 was Tessa Week, also Josie Showtire 2 for 5 with an RBI. Leah Schmelovic 2 for 5 with 2 RBI. Lily Butler 2 for 4 with 2 RBI, and Kara Kennedy 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. So a big hitting night for the Rib Lake Redmen as they pick up the win tonight, and they improve to 6-5 on the season, as Columbus will fall to 6-3 overall. Tomorrow, tune in, weather permitting, to another exciting Columbus softball game, as the Dons are scheduled to travel to Greenwood to take on the loyal Greenwood Wolves. That game time is at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon, maybe 5, I'm not quite sure. Depends on how much rain we get and what the field and playing conditions are like. The Redmen will continue their ways as they will host Auburndale on Friday night. Good game for the Redmen as the Dons take it on the chin tonight by the final score of 9-4. For my outstanding producer, Riella Schuler, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching. Again, our final score, Rib Lake 9, Marshfield Columbus 4. Have a great evening, everyone.